Hello everyone, I'm Bonnie and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to give a flip through of the Margarete Miller's weekly challenges of what I've completed so far. My previous video before this one was week 10 and it's been 2 months since I posted a video. And I've been really busy, but I've been keeping up with this challenge as the weeks go on. We are currently in week 29 or 30, and my last video was week 10. So I'm just going to go through the prompt list and what I chose as the items for each page. And the next video I post will be the actual doing of the collage on these. If this video turns out longer than I expect, then it'll be in 2 parts because there's so many weeks to cover. For those of you who have not seen me work in the collage book, I'm mainly using magazine images. This book is just for me to practice doing collages, and all these images were just glued down with school glue, so there is the wrinkle factor that a school glue will give you. I have the expensive art glitter glue and I do have glue sticks, but it's just a cheaper way for me to practice using school glue instead of an expensive glue. So let's get started. Week 11, a cold-blooded animal. I found this chameleon. Something you do or see on vacation. I put this couple riding their bicycle. Let me see if I can get that a little closer for you. You definitely do that on vacation. A bit of yellow. I used a piece of art paper here that I painted. A map. Found this map of South America in a magazine. Music sheet. Put this part of the music here. And the bonus is a star, and I actually found a star in a magazine. So instead of punching one or drawing one, I just glued the star to the collage. Week 12, I taped the prompt list onto the collage sheet itself. Most of the prompt lists are in a tuck spot or a pocket that I've made out of one of the prompts. If I forgot or I just didn't see where I could make a pocket, then I've just taped it on. And so week 12 is something you find in a treasure chest. And this is actually just, this is a necklace, even though it looks like a bottle. That's a pendant, and I found some gold coins and a bracelet with stones. Graph paper, the background is graph paper. A hand tool, this shovel. A piece of scrap art. Once again, this is part of jelly printing, and it'd be a scrap of that. Something you see through a window. I really love this photo that you would maybe see out the kitchen window, out to the porch or patio. And I just think it's beautiful to, if you were inside your house and saw that out your window, how beautiful that would be. And the bonus item is key. And I had a washi sticker key. So I used that for that prompt. think I need to zoom out just a little bit to get the page in. Week 13, the first prompt is light. So I use these lamps with all the different choices of light bulbs. A coupon or a form. This is a form you fill out to order something that was in the back of the magazine. Circles. I did 2 sets of circles. This magazine picture actually had these circles on it, and then the polka dotted ones are from just doing my circle punch. Candy or sweet treat. Found this great picture of these popsicles for my sweet treat. Something written in pencil. I wrote, this is the collage challenge for week 13. I wrote that in pencil. And the bonus item is rubber stamping in red ink. I did not do that. I don't have red ink. So I did have to skip that bonus. If I ever get red ink in my collection, then I will come back and probably put a stamp on there with some red ink. And this picture is the pocket for the prompt. I'll try to move a little quicker here. Week 14, a border or a frame. There's a border around this picture. This artwork is also in a frame. A handwritten measurement. I wrote 8.5 by 11. Something with a lid or cover. I found these beautiful jars with their very unique lids on them. Front or back of a playing card. I used the Queen of Hearts. A leaf or leaves. This beautiful vase full of leaves from this plant. And the bonus item was something torn, so my tug spot for the prompt list is the torn edge of that. And so that rests right in there. Week 15, something with fins, fish, a person, this person here, a triangle. I just took a pretty picture from the magazine and cut it in the shape of a triangle. A game piece. This game piece here is actually from a very old vintage Candyland. That's why it's got the edge is this brown color because it's from the 60s. A date. I lucked out and found in the magazine an actual date that was already printed, so I didn't have to write a date or stamp a date on here. And the bonus item is contraption, and to me this looks like a contraption, but it's also the artwork of this man. The article is about this man and his artwork, and his art figure here looks like a contraption to me, so I use that as bonus for contraption. And the triangle is the tuck spot. Week 16, something with the spine. Well, of course I'm going to use some books because they have spines, and you hear the word spine mentioned all the time when somebody's going to make a journal and what they were going to do with the spine or how they're going to sew in the spine. So I use books made from wood or wood grain. I chose this trellis arbor thing that somebody has put in their garden to, you know, let beans grow up this. Some vine is going to grow up that. This is also wood. So both of those are wood. An illustration. This cute picture of a bird bath with the birds on there. Also in a magazine, but it is drawn, not a photograph. A bit of purple. Well, I use this plant is purple, but the book's got purple. This illustration has purple, and my bonus, sorry, that's not the bonus, but my business card has purple. The bonus is portion of a food or drink label, and this is bottled water, and the label for it, and this became my tuck spot for the prompt list. I can't pick this list up. It's also taped to the page, but this is week 17. Something ornate. There's a picture of a necklace made with mother of pearl, and I just thought this was very ornate. The wings of the hummingbird and the body, and how beautiful that was. A bottle or a glass, so I found these pretty bottles. The next thing, an herb or any other fragrant plant. So this is some dill that was in one of the, shown in the photograph for a recipe. A line from a poem or a song. I just went ahead and put the whole music sheet there for the song. A piece of ribbon. This is actual ribbon here. Let me see. Need to turn this a little bit. So there's a piece of ribbon glued to this cardstock, and the bonus item is a label. And this is just a label I got from a digital download at an Etsy shop. Going on to the next week. We're at week 18. This is something that emits heat. I used the sun in this picture. This picture is dual items. A path or a road. And so this is a stone path in someone's garden. Something that splashes. Same picture, and it has a waterfall in the picture. White space. Well, that was easy. White space is just part of this notebook paper that I'm using. A form, blank or filled out. So this is one of the old forms that you used to take a message from somebody that had a phone call. It's not a true form, but I'm using it as a form. The bonus item is a ticket. And I found this ticket that I put here. The tuck spot is the form. Week 19, architect. I found this very interesting, so I used this photo. Something with wings. Decided to not use bird or butterfly, since that's the first thing that came to mind, and I have a lot of birds and butterfly photos, but I just wanted to be a little bit different, and so I'm using these airplanes. A bumpy surface. This is my tuck spot, and it's embossed. So there you go. That's the embossed cardstock, and it's bumpy. a coin or currency. So these coins again were in a magazine. Black and white. I just decided to put this book page as my example of black and white. And the bonus is squiggles. I did just some hand squiggling myself with a pen. Didn't cut those out. I drew those on there. So this prompt list goes right in there. Week 20, something cold. These are ice cream, what do you call these? Ice cream on a stick. I forgot what you call ice cream on a stick. Anyway, ice cream on a stick is my something cold. Something in the same magazine article, since it was about ice cream. Three of something, they showed pictures of ice cream cones, and there was a bunch on there, so I just cut out 3 of them that are all just next to each other. A place, I just used this mountain. I don't know where that is. An office supply, this is pens, and then a little organizer thing with some sticky notes, so I'm using all this as an office supply, even though it's more than one. The name of a song. This is the name of a song that's in a kid's piano book on learning how to play piano. This is the name of one of the songs, Almost Like a Dream. And the bonus is lined paper. I did make my tuck spot with different lined paper, even though my spiral notebook is lined notebook paper, but I decided to add an additional piece of lined paper there, which is my pocket for the prompt list. Week 21, again, is just taped on with washi tape because I did not make a tuck spot or a pocket on this page. A window or door is this gorgeous photograph. It is in Italy, but I don't know where in Italy. Something stenciled, because of the beautiful blue tint in this picture, I decided to take one of my background stencils and stencil it in blue ink. Oh, wait a minute. I did it in blue ink because the prompt says blue ink. How funny is that? But it worked out well that this beautiful sky blue is complemented with this blue ink stencil. A musical instrument, I just found a piece of ephemera. It's from Amazon, where you can get those little ephemera packs. So I have that. And a postage stamp. Really pretty postage stamp. Also, because that picture is in Italy, I chose an Italian postage stamp to put here. And the bonus item is brown or craft paper. Well, I got loads of that, so I just kind of stuck it in over here as something to hide the notebook paper. This is week 22, people. My something that starts with the letter G, since the people are the largest photo on here and more of the focal point, it's summertime and they're outside like they're having a picnic. So my something that starts with G, I got lucky and found this illustration of a grill in the magazine as well. So it just kind of goes together with the theme. So this is the people. This is something that starts with G, a grill. Something that turns or spins. That wasn't very easy to find, but I decided to use this Ferris wheel because it does turn. Not turn like something you would hand turn, but it definitely does turn. Excuse the glare from the lamps on there. Book page text. Once again, I just put a whole book page here as the background. A date. This is actually Memorial Day of this year. And because this is summery and they're on a picnic, and I just wanted the date to sort of coincide with the theme. And here in the United States, we have a Memorial Day weekend, and that happened to be May 29th, 2023. And a sticker. And I chose this butterfly washi tape sticker. And the pocket for this prompt is this entire picture here. Week 23, something rough. I use this mountainside, and this is like a rocky landscape up a mountain, and that would to me be very rough. Something that represents spring, flowers, especially tulips. So I had to include those. A staple, I'll just put a staple here on the page. Something upside down. Once again, I used a book page as the background, as part of the background, and I turned it upside down. A button reel, drawn, or stamped. So this is my circle punch out of a piece of painted craft paper, and I added the two little black dots to represent the holes of the button. So I have a drawn button. And the bonus item is something musical. And I found this vintage vinyl record player in the magazine. The prompt holder is this photo, which I turned that into a pocket. We're almost at the end. All right, week 24. Anything that blows in the wind. And this was already, you can tell that these palm trees are blowing. So I definitely wanted to use that because you can see that the wind is blowing these palm trees. Something written in your non-dominant hand. I just put the word hello. I am right-handed, and this is how I would write hello with my left hand slowly. I cannot write with my left hand at all, so to do it, I would have to do it very slowly for you to be even to read it. Something red, the strawberries. A piece of dictionary page, put that right there on that photo. A picture from a magazine, which I find was kind of funny because this entire book is pictures from magazine. But to make an additional item on this page, instead of using my already used images, I added another one. So this is just a pretty living room background I chose as my picture from a magazine. The bonus item is a measurement. So up here, if you can see, there's the numbers and the measurements on a sewing pattern. And of course, it's on tissue, so it's very transparent and shows the background of the image of the picture. So, but up there, that's what I use for measurement, is the piece of what am I trying to call it? The piece of pattern paper. I knew it had a name. All right, and the tuck spot pocket for this is this photo, so the prompt goes right in there. All right, we're at week 25. A piece of furniture, this beautiful bed, and what a beautiful quilt it has with this bed. A doodle. I did a doodle on a flower, and I did a doodle spiral. Something that makes a sound in a pattern. Well, I was trying to find an instrument, but the magazines I was using, they don't have too many pictures of instruments in the magazines I've been choosing. So I found it, well, a cat or a dog or a bird, all those animals actually make sounds in a pattern. They have like the same kind of meow, or they have the same kind of bird song that they repeat in a pattern. So I just decided to go outside the box and pick a cat. I'm a cat lover. Eating utensil. These are some of these gold forks. That was in the food section of the magazine. A list, which I'm actually quite shocked that I actually found a photo of a list in the magazine. That's not easy to find at all. The prompts have been a list before, and I've actually just made my own list. But I was quite surprised to actually find a list that was in the magazine. And this bonus is an illustration. Once again, in the home and garden magazines, a lot of times they have illustrations of flowers or a garden or a layout of some sort. So that's an actual illustration. That is also the tuck spot for the prompt list. Week 26 is rubber stamping in 2 colors. This is actually blue, even though it's not showing up as blue. This is blue and this is green. This is a rubber stamp that says peace, hope, and love. A hexagon. Put that up a little closer. I cut that out myself by just taking a piece of scrapbook paper and cutting the hexagon shape. I don't have a hexagon punch, so I just cut it out free-handed. A face, a set of numbers. All these numbers were in a bunch of magazines, so I just put some random numbers here. A text in a different alphabet. My book page alphabet is Russian. So that is Russian text. I know it's upside down to you. Anyway, that's my text, was in a different alphabet, Russian. My bonus, the bonus is a tall building. So this lady's like sitting on the top of a boat, like on top of a yacht or something, having her cocktail. Anyway, this nice tall building is in the background. So that worked out well. And my little tuck spot pocket is this cardstock. I just made like a little band there to hold the prompt list. Week 27, moving right along. Something found in a garage. Cars, that was really easy. Most magazines have car ads. An art scrapped. This is a jelly print I made, and I call that art, doing jelly prints. A path or a road. And this is a path to the beach. A flying insect. These are just from an ephemera pack that you can get on Amazon. A business card. This is another business card of mine when I worked at Peachtree Polish. So I put that business card here. And the bonus item is something flat, which lots of things are flat, but, you know, it was kind of hard to pinpoint what exact thing I wanted to use. So in this magazine picture is just an organizational box. So it's still, even though it's got sides, it's still flat. It's got a flat bottom to it, and the sides are flat. So this is what that is. This is just a box where you organize your office supplies and things like that. And the business card is the tuck spot for that. And this is the last one that I've done so far. Week 29 and week 30 will be filmed, me actually doing it. So this is week 28, and its prompts are a map. Found a map, National Geographic, Smithsonian, all those travel magazines, they have maps. Something blue is, well, a bunch of stuff in here, but this picture is advertising a bunch of blue paint hues to choose from. If you want to paint your walls blue, they just give you a bunch of blue choices here in these paints. So that worked out perfectly for the something blue. The sun or moon, I have this piece of cardstock that has the moon on it. Graph paper, which is kind of hard to see because this paint picture is so large, but I did put a piece of graph paper down on top of the notebook paper. So anything in the back here is graph paper, graph paper, graph paper. Something with legs. Again, I wanted to think outside the box besides something that was an animal with legs. So I did these chairs because they have legs. And the bonus item is an image from a magazine, which again, I find quite funny since all my images are from magazines. But to add the extra prompt and the extra item to the collage page, I just found this pretty picture of a resort, which has blue in it, and I'm just using it for no particular reason, but as my image from a magazine. The tuck spot pocket for the prompt list is this. I just glued it on the 3 sides, so I had a place for that. And my next page, blank page, is ready for week 29. When I'm filming this, we're in week 30. So week 29 and week 30 will be filmed on finding the items and seeing what I can come up with. So thank you for being here to go through all the past prompts that I've been working on, even though they've not been filmed. I'm really enjoying this challenge, and I thank you again for coming by and watching the flip through, and we'll see you on the next video. And thank you for coming, and have a great day. Okay, bye-bye.